All right, geometry students, this week we're working on reviewing partitions, and partitions are where we take a segment and we break it up into parts. That's partitions. And we're going to be working with these two formulas up here. All right. And they read x sub 1 plus a over a plus b times x sub 2 minus x sub 1. And then the same thing using y instead of x, because our partitions are going to be asking us where's the point that does the division. Okay. So our first two problems look like this. What are the coordinates of the point? So again, when it's of the point, we're using our formula of the directed line segment from this point to this point that partitions the segment in this ratio. So this point is our first point, so we call it x1, y1. And this point is our x2, y2. So x1, y1 is negative 10, 3, and x2, y2 is negative 7, negative 3. And then we come all the way to our ratio. We've got 2 to 1. So this 2, first one's always a to b. So we're going to use that as our a and b in our formula. Now the key here is you have to do it twice. Once for the x's and once for the y's. So let's start with x's. X sub 1, negative 10, plus, okay, a over a plus b. So a is 2 over 2 plus 1 times, we're going to do x2, negative 7 minus negative 10. Okay, x2 minus, you have to write minus, and then whatever x sub 1 is, positive, negative, whatever. So you might end up with those double negatives like that. Okay, simplifying, we've got negative 10 plus 2 over 3, and this becomes negative 7 plus 10, which is 3. Right, you can use a calculator and do 2/3 times 3, or you might know that 2/3 of 3 is 2. So I've got negative 10 plus 2, which is 8. So, watch my signs, Miss Miller. Negative 8. So that's just the x value. So we also have to do our y value. Same exact process, but instead of using the x's, use the y's. So my y1 is 3 plus, now 2 over 2 plus 1 is going to still be 2/3. And then we'll have y2, which is negative 3 minus 3. Okay, that's y2 minus y1. The y1 is positive. So negative 3 minus positive 3. So I'll have 3 plus 2/3 of negative 6. So that's 3. And if you type that in the calculator or no, it's 3 minus 4, which is negative 1. So my final answer ends up being the point negative 8, negative 1. Okay, that's what partitions this point into that ratio. So it's the point that is the divider. Let's do it again. All right, x is first. Okay, we've got negative 8, 1 to 2, negative 7 to a ratio of 3 to 1. Keep in mind it's a then b. So our x1 is going to be negative 8 this time. Okay, negative 8 plus a over a plus b times x2, 2 minus negative 8. All right, so that's going to be negative 8 plus 3/4 of 10. If you do that math, it's negative 8 plus 7.5, so I end up with negative 0.5. Okay, using 0 as a placeholder, it's decimal. All right. Let's do our y's. Same process. y1 is 1 plus, we're going to have 3/4 y2 minus y1. So we've got 1 plus 3/4 of negative 8. So that's 1 minus 6, which is negative 5. So our final point will be these two put together. Negative 0.5. You can put a 0 in front if you like. Negative 5. Bravo. Voila. You're done.